That's the camera.
Oh. Which camera?
The main camera. I'm a little off. So you turn it.
Like that?
Me a little bit. Oh, I can't tell. I'm on the delay.
Yeah, I think that's a little
There
bit
we go.
better. Yeah.
Perfect.
Smoking Aces, what's popping?
What up? What up? What up? We a little late, but we here.
Shout out to Labor Day weekend traffic.
Facts. Trap Drummer Yoshi in this joint.
Ooh, yo, young trap drummer Yoshi, what's popping, my G?
Look, I thought I saw Trap Drummer Yoshi. Let me just make. Yeah.
All right.
Boom. All right, man. We here.
A little late.
Not a minute too soon.
Little CP time.
Not a minute too on time.
And I almost just fell. Nobody saw that.
Oh man, it's all good.
Keep it player.
Edit point.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Edit point. Come on, man. I had you linked up with it, bro. I ain't got no sound, bro. I had you linked up. Hold on.
Why?
Just keep matching.
Take the show from here. Say it's Friday already, dog. These weeks be going through it, boy.
Yo, that's a fact.
I feel like I was just here yesterday.
Dog, why you ain't got no
Shout out to Young Realistic. We're gonna talk about the new pack him and Oracle just dropped.
That's a fact. He's in here.
Yeah, shout out to Realistic too. I'm hyped. I want Realistic hurry up and get to the A-Town.
Facts. That his buttons.
Only one Rich Hustle says, yo, what's poppin', brother? Yo, what up, man?
What up? Unplug that now, plug it back in. Man, we in this joint. Ace Nito's in the joint. He's in the building.
Smoking Aces was popping.
Sure ain't got new sound.
There we go,
man. Always remember, unplug it, plug it back in.
Why is that the universal thing? Just restart it or unplug it and plug it back in?
I don't know. And it's always the reminder that all of us need, too.
Mm-hmm.
Every time something happens, somebody's like, yo, did you?
You
You're like,
restart it?
you're like, damn.
I didn't restart it.
Facts, because you never do.
Yeah, that's my go-to. If my computer messing up, I'm gonna restart it like 3 times.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then if it don't work after that, something really wrong.
Yeah, then I'm scared.
Then I'm nervous.
Man, what's going on? So without further ado, since we're a little bit late, we're going to get straight to this theme song.
You are now watching the UnQuantized podcast. Live on Fridays, 4 p.m. Eastern.
That was a proper intro, man.
It feels good to be back, man.
Yeah, likewise. What up? JDT Beats is in here.
Hey, wagwan my youths.
All right, man. So you know how we start every show. If you did anything this week that you're particularly proud of, any accomplishments, minor or major, let us know so we could spam you with copious amounts of hearts and praise and all that. Copious.
Someone's drinking Snapples.
Someone stumbled on to Webster.com this morning.
Someone signed up for that word
Not
of the day.
Snapples. I was slow.
Do you ever get the Urban Dictionary like word of the day?
No.
Yeah, I used to, but then it was like, you figure out what an angry pirate is, and you're like, yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool. I don't want to go.
I don't know what an angry pirate is, and I don't know if I want to know.
Yeah, it involves
it's like a San Diego thank you.
In a way, but it involves a kick to the shin.
Anyway, Beats Music is.
Can you pass me the shit right?
Beats Music is in here. Oh man, new pack. Wow, Smoking Aces. He's telling you the pack is wow. Shout out to Beats Music, man. Much love, much appreciated. We in this joint, so let's see what folks did.
Only one Rich Hustle said Trizza fucking up the church money. Look, it wasn't me. I didn't take nothing out the collection plate. That wasn't me. Okay.
Yes,
this $5 is in my pocket when it came around.
Just B Man, no DJ.
Hey.
Also from Virginia.
Hey.
We are also from Virginia.
Hey.
Home of Trey Songs.
Mm.
We not playing on this?
No. I don't like that theme song.
He's not the on-time hero.
Is that theme song to the new Power? Because they got the prequel Power. See, that would make more sense. You keep Joe and the grimy one, and then when you do the pre-Power joint, you put the Trey Songs on there.
Yeah, bro. I don't. It shouldn't be for any Power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the musical.
Ooh, that'd be nasty. Power the musical.
I don't want to hear "It's a Big Rich Town" with like those French horns like that.
You know, you
Them-
know, like
contact.
the orchestra stabs.
Yeah, them contact. Bam!
Yeah, I don't know what they was thinking on that one. So you think they're gonna change it back?
They need to.
I hope so.
Or if I was 50, I would just keep getting different people to remake it, so people keep getting upset about it. I would milk it.
That would be genius. Next
Yeah.
week, Fantasia.
Oh God.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a big rich town.
Once again, we're gonna up the ante.
That's Deborah Cox performing "It's a Big Rich Town."
Hey man, what's my dude? The Yodel dude? He should do it.
Oh, Hank, the
Uh,
little kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be dope.
Chocolate Rain.
Oh,
Come on, bro. Chocolate Rain with the.
this is a big rich town. Shout out to Chocolate Rain, man.
I'm with it, bro.
Internet.
That's what I would do if I was 50.
Just
Keep remixing them, so people keep getting mad.
and keep not watching the show. Did you watch the show?
Haven't yet. I already know the plot thanks to the internet, because people feel like you can wait 30 minutes and then spoil it.
I've managed to dodge all the spoilers, bro, but I don't think I could dodge them for long. Also, I don't even know if I'm gonna. I haven't like actively tried to watch it either.
Yeah. And I'm in a weird phase. I cut the cord, no longer have cable, just all internet.
I'm glad one of these buttons is for you. I think it's this one.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. It's a little different, you know what I mean? Trying to figure out what streaming service I'm going for.
Yeah. The downside to we're gonna talk about music in a minute. The downside to cutting the cord though is I feel like now it's gonna be like 3 or 4 apps and nothing's like tied in. So you're like, oh, I'm watching this now. I gotta get off this and.
It's not just click something. It's more of a thought, like, oh, I need to go watch this.
And you also have to find something to watch. Like TV, as whack as TV is, you turn it on, it's just some shit on.
Ridiculousness.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that's on 24/7.
Yeah, Netflix, I turn on TV and I'm like, oh, I do have to do a lot of stuff.
Netflix stressed me out.
I gotta like preview stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man.
I only go to Netflix when somebody tells me, like, oh yeah.
You know what somebody should do, and it may exist already. Just like Spotify's playlist, somebody needs to do a Netflix playlist.
That would be fire.
Because if you know somebody's like in your peer group, kind of
Right.
into the same shit you into,
That's pretty fire.
playlist would be fun. Hey,
That's kinda fire.
if you think that's a good idea, spam those hearts.
And then at the bottom, be like, and check out my Spotify playlist.
Check out my mixtape.
For more vibes.
Hey, that's a fact.
All right, Steven String says, I finally finished a beat. Major accomplishment. Hey, man.
Nah, that is a major accomplishment.
That's where it
because
starts at.
not many of us in here could say. When's the last time you finished a beat?
Oh, bro. I ain't worked on music week and a half, 2 weeks.
There you go. So yeah, and for me, it's probably been longer since I finished the beat.
You've had a very, I know we can't get into all. You've had a very interesting. I thought my past week was interesting. Then Oracle told me, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Man, I've had the craziest week, almost 2 weeks at this point, and I don't think I can talk about any of it.
Yeah, it's just know that I was surprised when he told me, and I'm around this man all the time. I was like, wait, what? What is going on?
One day I want to be able to tell y'all
The book.
the crazy stuff that be happening. I can't talk about any of this stuff.
Man, this remind Oracle when his book drops that he needs to put, how do I say this chapter without giving it away? It's a certain chapter he needs to put in this book.
Definitely.
It just involves, just say the dog chapter. That's what we're going to say.
Yeah, the dog
The
chapter.
dog chapter. That's what it's going to be called.
I
When
like
your
that.
book drops, I need that to be in there.
The dog chapter?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be in there, buddy. It's
Yeah.
gonna be in there.
Well, let's see. Finally about to drop my loop kit, and my daughter turned 3 months. Hey, shout out to you, bro.
Congrats.
Shout out to the little one. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Also, speaking of.
Oh yeah. Man, my daughter turned 2, the 27th. Man, so my week, bro. I'm in the process of a move, you would say.
Yeah.
I'm in a move situation. My daughter's birthday. Had 2 sales, 1 sale for the other business, and then 1 for the producer kit.
Yeah.
So I've been on go mode, bro. I haven't like barely slept. I've been just up working, bro.
Hey man, it's all good.
But shout out to the little ones, you know what I mean? With the birthdays and the months turning and stuff.
Facts. Oh, I ain't got no turnip
Oh
juice.
yeah. Let's see. I got some. Okay. Super proud of this record that dropped today. Let You Go, featuring R.J. Knox, Bruce White, and Just This. Okay, check out Beats Music, man.
Hey, Beats Music putting out songs this year, bro.
And Beats, what I respect about it is he always gives you like different vibes.
Oh,
It's
definitely.
like it's not like all his stuff like the with Girls Like You. I was like, oh, that's a different vibe. I was surprised that he went that direction, but it's fire. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So,
None of he hasn't done a trap jump.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything super trappy. It's all been super musical.
Yeah. Shout out to Beats, man, and also shout out to RJ Knox.
Oh yeah, shout out to RJ.
Yeah.
I always be seeing his videos going on Instagram.
With the max.
Yeah, I always be seeing them joints. Traveling to Brooklyn this weekend for West Indian Day. Ooh, that sounds lit.
I ain't gonna lie, yo. The fat boy on the inside was like, all I thought about was food. I was like, oh, that's gonna be lit. The food is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about the food. I was thinking about the lituations.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
It's gonna be crazy. A lot of belly buttons.
I'll get packs with my rents paid.
Mm.
Hey.
Priorities, man. The pack is gonna always be there, and it's nice to have a home to use the packs in.
Mm-hmm. You can't really go off on the packs when you outside of Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? You just
I don't know. These
that
beat,
Wi-Fi don't hit the same.
nah, I don't know. These beat making videos will lead you to feel different.
Yo, I said Oracle what? I was like, this is a Roy Ayers type beat.
Yo, and the face that was being made and did not go with the
I
beat.
hate, bro. I don't know, man. I don't want to get on that beat making video. It just certain people are so delusional about. I was like, bro, this is terrible, bro. And then, but they be selling them joints, bro.
That's a fact.
But they, yeah.
Hey, in the words of one of our great black leaders, can't knock the hustle.
Let's see. Power is going down like the series The Game on BT.
Damn.
Man.
Yeah.
It does remind me kind of Empire. It's like one of those like it started off kind of cool and then it's like
Yeah.
I don't know where it's going.
Somebody said Jennifer Hudson. Oh, just be man. Jennifer Hudson doing the power thing.
Oh,
Sponsored by
God.
Weight Watchers.
Bro, I hate Jennifer Hudson just for that commercial.
Really?
I'm sure she's a nice person, but that commercial made me dislike her. I don't want to hear another Jennifer Hudson song.
I like Jennifer Hudson because I actually got a co-production on Jennifer Hudson song. I forgot about.
So you gotta, bruh, you need to update your discography and like,
I
you got
do.
a bunch of joints where I'm just like, we was talking, I was like, yo, I want to get a record with Gucci, man. That's like on my bucket list. He's like, oh yeah, I got one. It's like, you do got one.
I forgot. Yeah, I got a Gucci song. Hey, matter of fact, y'all should stream it. Gucci Man, Chris Brown, and Lil Wayne, Chia.
Damn.
I don't even remember what year that came out.
I like that beat though. That beat was hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me and Polo collab on there. I ain't gonna lie. I was up one night. I went in on like the drums. If you know, like
Oh,
everybody's verse got like some type of different drums, and then when Wayne verse came in, I just OD'd on drums. I gave him like 3 different drum patterns, then mixed 2 of them together at the end of the verse. It's one verse with 3 different drum patterns.
It's Wayne. You gotta show out. You know what I mean? You gotta show out.
He came in flossy too. I was like, yo, cut the everything out. Just had the drums.
So when you hit a lighter, you're like, all right, I gotta step my game up.
Bro, I did to go outside and stomp and clap for the intro to the Wayne verse on that song. Oh man, yeah, I put it together for that one. I was excited. I was so excited back then.
Let's see. The Congo Kid said, "What up, team? What up, man?
What's good?
I heard the new Dave Chappelle on Netflix is fire.
Oh, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely gotta get into that. Let's see, we got any more accomplishments or anything like that?
Big Lo says, "What's up?"
What up?
See, dropped another Loop Kit this week. Had another single released by another artist. Hey, shout out to that. He just working, bro.
That's a fact.
Shout out to Quintino Power. What up, man?
Young Quintendo been stuffing his content game up too.
Producer starter pack. So would you be talking about content or are you talking about sounds? Because we got you on.
Yeah, or you talking about equipment? Ooh, maybe we can knock it out. So sound wise, what would you suggest?
You could go Oracle Volume 1. To me, that's the first one, but that's my favorite of the homies. You know what I'm saying? So that's a classic to me.
Salute.
Cassette drums is also a fire one.
People like that.
If you want to go producer kit, you could do Ultimate. You know what I'm saying?
Also super fire.
Ultimate 1 or 2. You could do
Subculture. You gotta get a
You could
subculture.
do Subculture. So that's sound wise. That'll get you pretty much everything you need to get started. If you want to do educational stuff, we both have a bunch of tutorials. Oracle got a bunch of blogs, tutorials. I have a step-by-step production course called the Music Producer Mindset. So that's that. And then equipment.
Definitely gotta have a computer.
Facts. That's it.
You know what?
The
You know what you need. You need an interface, and a good starter interface I would suggest would be the Focusrite Solo.
Ooh, I like that segue. Was that a segue?
That's a segue,
Was that the
buddy.
alley? Was that the alley?
I dug it.
So, I guess you want to do Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday's cool.
So Thursday, the next producer giveaway will start. We are giving away a Focusrite interface. It's gonna be dope, man. Producer.
Facts.
In this next giveaway, so we're gonna be giving away some interfaces, some gift cards, maybe some other stuff we figure out.
Yeah.
But it should be good. Last contest went well.
It went super good. Super easy to enter. You'll see. It's very easy to enter. No purchase necessary. You can win yourself a Focusrite Solo. Wow.
Hey, shit right to the cribbo.
And lastly, for your producer starter pack, if you want to get a MIDI controller, I suggest a small Akai joint. And also, when you got your computer, you got your interface, you got your everything, you're going to need a place to sit. Might I suggest
The Oracle chair.
the Oracle chair. Just hit up soundoracle.net, check out my gear, and you'll see the Oracle chair, along with really everything I have in my studio and everything we use to film this podcast.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know what the starter pack, producer starter pack made me think of? You ever see them memes? And he'd be like, DJ starter pack, and it's like the outfits they would wear.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it made me think of.
Did you see the joint? You sent me the joint with the jacket, the Hornets pullover.
Bro, I don't know why everybody had that jacket, bro. When I seen that meme, I was like, bro, I literally had that jacket, the exact same one.
I didn't have one, but I know at least 10 people I went to school with that had one.
I had that one, the Chicago Bulls one.
People had that. Were they just giving them joints?
That's
away?
what I'm like, yo, did they just sell it like, I don't know. It's like, did the church get them and they just give
Was the Hornets even a fire team at that time?
I don't think the Hornets was ever a good team.
Why did everybody have that? Maybe the colorway?
Maybe it was cheap.
It is probably. That would explain
That's
it.
probably.
Well, if that's the case, there should have been mad Wizards pullovers when I came
Oh
out.
yeah.
Damn, man.
Yes, a lot of Phoenix, Arizona pullovers should be.
Yo, I know people was all about stop the violence and increase the peace, but I miss the name. What were the Bullets? The Washington Bullets?
Oh yeah,
When I was a
that
kid,
jersey
they
was
were-
lit.
Yeah. Then I had the hardest Bullets jacket. It was a hardwood classic because it was old by the time. I was probably like 22, 23. I had the hardest red. It was the Baltimore Bullets. Matter of fact, I wasn't even around for the Baltimore Bullets. But yo, I wish I knew what that coat was.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
wear that shit to death.
This is
To this day,
hard.
that shit was super hard.
Let's see. Big Low says, question, you guys are big in the industry. How do big records released in different types of music affect your business? Example, new Tool album after 13 years.
New who album?
Tool.
New Tool album?
I mean, the way, I guess I would look at songs being released like Andrew Schultz was talking about, like the comedy thing, right? Like Dave Chappelle being released, right? Some people look at you're not supposed to drop when other people drop.
Right.
And some people look at it like, yo, if you drop when somebody else is dropping, people are already in that mood to listen to stuff. So you can piggyback off of that.
You in that conversation.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I don't really be looking at who's dropping unless I'm on it. I don't look at it like competition or anything like that. I'm just like, all right, cool. So much music drops now, bro.
Right.
You can't be worried about.
Well, by the time it drops, you probably just happy that it came out because you spent months of, is it coming out? It might come out. Is the song going to be on there? It might not be on there.
You don't want to wait. Sometimes you get them last minute boys.
Yeah.
That hurt my soul. That last one, bro. I knew I was gonna be on this album for like a year.
Yeah.
And then the last minute is like, yeah, we went a different direction.
Yeah. That
one stung a little bit. I ain't gonna front.
That hurts. I was supposed to be on the last Wayne album. Me and Polo had a fire joint.
That's how I be, man.
Did not make it, buddy.
That's how I be, man. You win some, you lose some.
So, let me ask you this: when you are on a new album that comes out, how long does it take you to get paid?
Oh boy.
Did you see what I did there?
Oh yeah.
That's another oof. Don't get
man, you know what's crazy? I've had situations where the payment has been absolutely quick and on point. And then I've had situations where it's like months and months, like 6, 7 months, 8 months to get paid.
Bruh, yeah. More times than not, it's the latter.
Yeah, it's the slower. It's rare that I know exactly what placement it was, where I got to check and the business was done so well. I was like, wow.
Whoa.
But it was also out the country.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense. Usually, I did something for TV that was pretty
Oh
good.
yeah, they're pretty
Man,
easy.
Bruh, first of all, I went to the studio to lay it. This was rare.
Oh wow.
Representatives from the network were at the studio, and they wrote me a check at the studio
that's
and had
fire.
all my paperwork at the studio.
Oh, that's fine. That's rare.
Them and I did something with Lil Jon and
Oh yeah.
same situation. Like he,
Oh yeah, on it.
man, his business was
What?
super fast.
What?
I was like, okay,
Yeah.
facts. So shout out to Lil Jon, man.
Yeah, but for the most part, it is rare. And you know, I'm happy. One, I was happy about producer grind getting that shine. 'Cause
Oh yeah.
people start picking up that clip, and it's like, if, you know, I look at it as like, yo, if they're winning, we all kind of winning. You know what I mean? Because it's like we all in the same kind of community. So it's
Yeah.
like when they get a look, it's like we all get a look.
And it puts the message out there. In case you don't know what we're talking about, by the way, it was a clip from Sunny Digital.
Mhm.
Oh wait, no, it was a
Producer-
tweet.
Oh no, it was producer grind. They had a like a meetup, and Sonny was talking on the joint,
Yeah,
and so that's where he got the clip from.
right. Yeah, so he was talking about how producers need to be paid
Mhm.
immediately, and then there was a tweet.
Mhm.
Was that OG Parker?
Yeah, OG Parker. Mm-hmm.
And his tweet said producers should
Get
producers
paid
should get
before the-
paid before the album
Or the
before the
song.
song comes out.
Which is very it makes no sense that people can release a song, do all this stuff, and then you don't get paid until way after.
Facts. And Sonny raised a great point is that, and we've all been through this, where people, like the label or whoever, they'll rush you to sign the
Mhm.
papers. Oh man, the song coming out tomorrow or on Tuesday, man, we gotta get these papers signed, gotta get these papers signed. So you do all types of shit to hurry up and satisfy that, and you sign the papers, and then
You sit.
super slow on paying you. You gotta chase it down a lot of times. So just know when somebody's rushing you to sign some papers, and I made that mistake before. I'm not making that mistake
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Like I'm kind of at a point now. I'm like I don't give a fuck if the song comes out or not.
Right.
I'll be the hold up, but you gotta give me my money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just weird, man. The industry is very hurry up and wait, bro. It's very, you know, it's not catered for the producer. I feel like the business model of it, which the producer union is like a dope concept. I just want to see somebody, if they're gonna do it, who's gonna be the forefront.
Jay-Z. Sorry, man.
Jay-Z like, I'm busy, bro. I can't do all this.
Yeah, he's like,
Jay-Z
yeah.
said, no more tasks.
I'm bailing people out of jail.
Right.
I'm saving the NFL. You know.
We gotta get somebody in there, like somebody that producer community loves.
Who's like a it could be a GOAT or just somebody well respected. You know who would have been good for that before they weren't good for that? Kanye.
Oh yeah.
He would have been passionate enough
I feel like
to make it happen.
Pharrell would kill it.
That's a good one.
Pharrell.
Ah.
I nominate Pharrell for
Yeah.
the producer union. He
Alright.
should be like chairman. And then we get a couple like, you know, people in there.
You just
Get
call
like a
him.
boy wonder. Alright, yeah.
Call him.
Alright, yeah, I got you. 757. Alright, this rest of it is just a guess.
I like that.
But
I'm pretty sure 757 is wrong too.
that would be it probably.
Yeah.
323. But yeah, it's very interesting. I definitely think that something's gonna change, and hopefully it's just not like a 15 seconds of fame where all this is getting all the press and then people forget about it.
Yeah, well, it's up to the producer community,
Yeah.
which is you guys, to kind of keep the narrative going and keep putting it out there, man. But once again, man, shout out to producer Grind, man, doing awesome things out here.
Facts.
Yeah.
We'll see. I bought tickets for MIA tour, and surprisingly, the first night it's showcasing most of the females in the industry.
That's fine.
I'm first. MIA's on tour, so I need to look that up to see if she
Yeah.
comes through.
Yeah.
MIA is in my favorite artist list.
That's your bucket list.
Yeah, I love
production.
MIA. I love it.
We gotta get Trizza MIA
I need it.
production credit.
I'm gonna come to Oracle. I said, yo, I need all the random samples.
Got you. Oh,
Any the weirdest stuff.
MIA samples? Oh, bruh. Let's go.
I want like the honey badger like eating some like leaves that's like looped. You know what I mean?
Man,
Like,
I'll give you the honey badger eating a snake.
because honey badgers don't take no shit. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
See, shout out to Sound Oracle team. Customer care was second to none for my Moon Rocks kit. Thank you, bro.
Hey, no problem. We pride ourselves on customer care. I try to keep customer service 24 hours. That also includes hiring people who live on the other side of the world. So when I'm asleep, they're
Keep
up.
on going.
Yeah, and a lot of the times, or maybe not, at least a quarter of the times, I handle customer support myself. I'm not that big where I have enough people working for me where I don't have to jump in and do it. But shout out to the team.
Hey. B Vaughn Music said, what up, man?
What up? What up?
Trizza Investment Plan, you need to update your discography, y'all. Hey, if you don't list it, people ain't gonna know.
That's a fact. That's to me.
Oracle tell me a placement he got every other day, and I'm like, damn, you did do that.
Dog, I forgot about Marsha Ambrosius.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop. Oh damn, yeah, Snoop.
That was fairly recent. You know what I mean?
I got 2 Wayne Jones.
Let's see. Amir said Cousin K never got back to me. To who?
To who?
Let us know.
Where? Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Let's see. Tell us a little bit about Strumulate.
Where do I start? All right, first of all, Strumulate is an amazing guitar sample library. It's me and Realistic Productions. We got together with some amazing guitarists, and not only do we have guitars on there, we got loops from guitars, ukuleles, and a charango. Do you know what a charango is?
They're delicious. They sell them like on the street corner.
And a Taco Bell.
Oh,
They also
yeah.
sound awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so but the loops, let me tell you something. The loops are all live guitar, so it's not like, like not VST type stuff. No. These are super talented guitar and ukulele and charango players. Also, the deluxe version comes with MIDI chord progressions to go along with each loop. Now, I don't know how many loop kits that have live instrumentation actually come with the MIDI.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, because it's easy if you make something with a VST, it's easy just enough to have the MIDI.
Right.
When you do live instrumentation, once the
gotta
loops
go
are
back.
recorded, you have to go back. And shout out to Seth. By the way, the guitar player's name is Seth. Check him out. It's Simba Does Music, CYMBA Does Music on Instagram. The ukulele player, I posted a video of her yesterday. Marlo, I gave her the new AKA Pineapple Slaps. I think that's a lit AKA.
Pineapple slaps.
She's basically the Jordan of the ukulele. Man, listen. Also, the deluxe version comes with stems. It comes with the dry version, the dry version with the tails, and the wet affected version.
Oh, snap.
It is 1.12 gigabytes
a whole lot
of
of-
loops.
That's a whole lot of.
Right. Plus 24 MIDI chord progressions. I'm not gonna lie, it's one of my favorite packs. It's super amazing. It's a new era of live instrumentation loop packs from soundoracle.net, man. And I just want to salute Realistic because he managed the musicians, he recorded them, and he also mixed the loop pack, and it sounds pristine like it always does, man. So maybe I'll go live sometime this weekend, or Realistic go live, and we can play some actual loops. Also this week, I'll be putting out clips of the actual sessions from Strumulate. I put out one today with young Seth. He was getting busy doing making the loop. One of my favorite loops called Lavender Hills, and that joint's just fire, man. So if you haven't, hit soundoracle.net. Check out Strumulate, some of the most fire guitar loops out there.
Fire.
My man.
How do we win the focus?
Mm.
So it's gonna be pretty simple. So you'll see us posted on IG. When you see it, just tag some friends, producer friends. Please, guys,
Good point.
we're doing these giveaways. We're giving away something. Just don't tag yourselves. Help the giveaway. You know what I mean? Tag somebody who might would want it. You know what I mean? Because the way we pick it is random. So you pick random comments, and So if you ain't gonna win it, you might as well get your homie to win it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If we actually tag 3 friends, like don't tag like Timberland and Pete Rock. Like they don't need to focus right solo.
They tag some people who need it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
3 producer friends who actually need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so happy about the last one because the kid, he's like a younger kid. I want to say he's about 19, 20.
Mm-hmm.
Cool kid. He's from, it's not Atlanta, but it's like outside of Georgia.
Oh, dope.
He looks super happy about it. I got all the pictures and stuff, so y'all see all the winners. We got quite a bit of winners from the giveaways. Like we got all the pictures and stuff. So
That's true. It's some winners here. I think Sandman Griffin won.
Yeah.
He won something. Somebody else here won it. It's 2 people that won the chair.
Mhm. Somebody won a keyboard back in the day when I did one.
Yeah. Oh, somebody won Omnisphere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Gave away Omnisphere. There's been a lot of winners out here.
Someone said, "Did you mention the chair leans all the way back for naps?" That's
Mm.
the best part.
Leaning back? No, that's an understatement, my friend. It lays completely flat out like a chair
It's got
bed.
that Fat Joe.
Yeah, Fat Joe couldn't even lean back this much.
Lean.
And it got the leg extension, so you can pull it out and just prop your feet up. You know, kind of like your lazy boy chair.
Extendo.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's quite comfortable.
Umami says, "Oracle, what's up, bro? Trizzle, what's up?
What's up, bro?
What up, broski?" Let's see. I didn't have a starter. My folks were afraid that we would get shot. The Hornets were decent when Alonzo Mourning. Oh, that's right.
Alonzo Mourning.
That's right.
Oh, somebody else said they had the Orlando Magic pullover. That was another popular one.
Yeah,
too.
that was fire.
Damn.
I think it's the colors.
Yeah, it gotta be.
Yeah, it's gotta be colors.
It gotta be. You was rich if you had the Lakers pullover.
Does the big music drop boost the industry as a whole? I don't necessarily think so. I think it's, to be honest, it's all, especially now with the internet, everything is very separated, and it's kind of like you build. Everything's DIY to me. It's like you're over here and you build your own tribe. It's like Game of Thrones. Like you got to team up, you got to build your whole little crew,
Facts.
and then you go to battle. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. Yeah, it doesn't really boost the industry. I'm not gonna lie. I think when too much stuff drops on one day, it might actually take away. Because people, if like 2 or 3 people come out, even 4 people on one day, that's one thing. But if 7, 8 people come out, it's gonna take some people a while to get around to the album. So I don't really think so, bro.
Yeah. Let's see. Who remembers Cross Colors?
Oh, I do. That was a terrible time for fashion, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad I kind of missed those.
That was the Living Color days.
I was still my looking back at fashion, and that was terrible. Is the Soldier Boy like wearing babes with like 6X tall tees?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was my. I look back and it's with the do rag with the flap.
I was about to say,
hat.
also a
Yeah.
popular time for do-rags with the
Yeah,
hat.
You know, I was in there.
With the hat
I
to
was
match.
doing my thing. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Let's see. Is it just with rap where payments be slow? That's a good question. That is a very good question because let me think about this.
I'm thinking about it too. I'm like,
That is a very good question. I'm trying to make sure I'm not being discriminatory, but I feel like it's really only rap.
damn, it made me remember a placement that I had, Christina Aguilera.
Every pop stuff I've done has been on point, bro.
Very on
It's
time.
On point, bro. But to me, pop, the business of pop moves different than rap a lot of times.
That's true.
When I was in LA working, not like traveling, but when I was staying out there and I was out there super hard, bro, we would get up at 10 in the morning. It was like literally like a job. We get up 10 in the morning, we go sit in a room, everybody works on a song, and then we leave at 6.
That's fire.
I loved it.
That is fire.
But with rap, it's kind of like you're gonna go in the studio about 9 o'clock. We're gonna
Midnight.
We're gonna chill, and we're gonna cook up till about 6 in the morning. It's just different. The times and how the business moves.
Yeah.
I feel like rap is like a lot of like club. You got a network, politic.
I ain't gonna lie, a lot of that shit is unnecessary.
It is.
And so I guess what we're saying is, in
Damn,
our
man,
experience,
that's
yeah,
sad.
it is just
Yeah.
hip hop, at least as far as we go. But that reminds me, why do rap, hip hop, and I'll just lump it into urban. Why do the sessions start so damn late?
Oh, I haven't, bro. I'd be so sleepy, bro. That 4 or 5 o'clock hit, I'm done for it, bro.
Man, let me tell you. So I don't know if y'all saw my post. I think it was like last week at this point of the chick. She was like sleep at her desk, and everybody in the office just started clapping, and she just woke up like,
Oh yeah, exactly.
man, that was me. I told the whole story in the post. That was me in them Tim sessions when I first started. Cause I was used, I wake up early, and, bro, by like 5 in the morning, I could not stay awake, and I'm trying to act like I hear the song, and everybody get loud. I'm like, yeah, no, that was fire.
That ear fatigue, you know, I heard the same song for 6 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, bro, I gotta step away from this joint.
I would be so deep in the sleep, but I think I'm waking up when everybody was loud. I heard everybody get loud, but by the time I got up, that joint was like 20 minutes ago. It's like me and the engineer in the room. I'm like,
oh, bad.
where everybody go?
Shout out to Al Brown, man.
Yeah.
Al Brown with his bass videos makes me want to make some like real like I don't want what's the word I'm looking for, like the funk type, like the internet. I want
Yeah.
to make stuff like that just so he could play bass on it.
Yeah.
Like I want to make some up tempo joint just so he can put a bass line on it.
Oh, I'm calling Ab, bro.
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna have a joint. You know?
Oh yeah, I'm over here thinking like, what can I put a bass on?
Right. But that goes to show the power of you putting your skill out there on the internet.
Yeah.
And now people are like, yo, when that time comes and I need somebody for that, I know this guy is the guy.
Because it's not like he's like regular good. He's like good.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I heard him that video. I think you had commented on it and it popped up today. I was like, yeah, he's snap, bro.
Yeah, he's fire.
He says, yo, what's up, Labor Day sale, bro? I'm so tired, bro. I'm tripping. So the producer kid,
That's right.
the Labor Day sale, right? And this is how it works. It's a 50% off coupon, but it's limited, so it's only a certain amount. So once they're gone, it drops down. They 35% off coupon works. It's limited. So once those are out, it's 20%. So if you want kits, you want them at a super discount, get them now because you know
You gotta
the
be quick.
Yeah. What's that meme? It's like make me think of Family Guy. It's like you gotta be faster than that.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, and I think that's a dope idea. Hey, if you see that happening again from SoundOracle.net,
Oh yeah.
just know where I got it from.
Shout out to the people who took advantage too. I see a couple people.
Yeah, they jumped on
Yeah,
it.
they jumped on it.
I saw the email. I almost jumped on it. Like, oh, I want to be. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I don't have to do that.
Let's see. What do you guys think about the NI Orange MK3?
I'm not a fan of orange stuff. Yeah, not really. But I'm a fan of the MK3. Got one right here. It's pretty cool. You know.
Shout out to Trey Beats in here.
Hey.
Trey Beats spoke at the Producer Power Summit, man.
He showed that Trey Beats cool as hell,
Yeah,
man.
Trey be out here wilding, bro. Trey funny as hell, bro.
Yeah, if y'all don't follow Trey Beats, man, go follow him now.
Yeah, make sure you follow him. He's worked with Wayne. Damn, I don't want to mess up your credits. Chris Brown, I know you did that record. Oh, what was that record he did? I love the melody on it, bro. God, man, it's called Water, I believe. I know the melody.
Trey, help us out, man.
Shout out to Trey, man.
Yeah.
Got my boy Diego in here. Shout
Young
out
Diego Ave.
Let's see.
Fire.
Sandman said I didn't know when a chair. I bought that shit.
I knew you had one though. And shout out to Sandman for buying the chair.
Someone said y'all wore Jinkos. Unfortunately,
I did not have a pair of Jinkos. I missed that Bama bullet,
yeah, I had a little phase, bro.
bro.
I was going through some things, you know,
Yeah.
little teenage angst. You know what I mean?
Nah, I never hit the Jinkos. I had some Jinko-esque attire though, but I never hit the Jinkos.
Yeah, I had a hard lifestyle because I feel like I was like a skater, but I lived in the country, so we didn't have sidewalks. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I was stuck. You know what I mean? I was trying to live the skater
Skating
like
on gravel?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's why I'm not a great skateboarder now, bro.
Just skating on the grass.
I can kick flip and go straight, bro. That's it. That's
Damn.
it.
You ain't drain somebody's pool?
Nah,
Get the pool on?
shit, it wasn't no pools where I was at.
Damn, skating in an above ground pool.
This grass, dog. Going about 2 feet. That's
Off
it.
the top of this double wide
Bruh.
to the other double
Right.
wide.
You already know. Off the barn.
Off the the barn. Into the faceplant into the pasture.
Yeah, you already know. On average, how many studio sessions are you going to within, say, a month?
For me now, 1 or 2, if that. A few years ago, not many years ago, very recently, bro, double digits.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't even be like in Atlanta. They would be like LA, New York, Miami. I don't really miss a ton of studio sessions.
I ain't gonna. I do. I miss being in, but it's only certain. I only enjoy working with certain people. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Diego will work anytime because it's like the same. It's like it's no stress working with certain people. Me, Ayo, and Keys is always cool. Me and you work, it's always cool.
Yeah.
Outside of that, no, I don't really. I haven't been in the studio. I've been so busy, bro. Between managing businesses and running business, making packs and doing that, I haven't been doing as many sessions as I want to.
Yeah.
Just my priorities a little different.
The thing about studios is it's one of those things that I really like, but it quickly becomes too many.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh man, sessions. So you get a couple sessions in a month. You might be working on a project and it becomes fun, but it's not fun when it's like every day for months and months and months, like studio.
Yeah.
Then it kind of becomes more like a job, and I don't like when things that I really love become like a job. I have to,
Right.
but I always find ways to like mentally get out of it and keep it fun. But it can become a lot. Your health goes down because you eat crazy, you
You up
sleep
super late.
Yeah, sessions start super late. So it's a mental thing that you have to really kind of prepare yourself
I
for.
had to take a break, bro. 'Cause
Yeah.
I had a good run, bro. I had a run where I was just. You remember
Oh.
Doppler, bro? I was in the studio literally every day. Probably, I would get there like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'd be there till maybe 9, 10 o'clock every day.
I
Every
remember.
day.
That brought me out a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was coming down there.
And then even after that, like I was running around crazy. So this is the first time where I've like not done that.
Yeah.
It feels weird, but it's cool.
You kind of want it back, but maybe not that much.
Not that much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the in between where I'm at now and where I was. I think that's the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Cause it'd be a lot of. It's gonna be sessions where you do absolutely nothing. The song turns out terrible. These songs turn out great. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's gonna be a lot of them songs. It's just like I did all of this for, and I'm never gonna use this hook. I'm never gonna use this verse.
It's kind of like shooting in the gym. I guess it was practice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's practicing for a game.
Let's see. Oh, shout out to Young Smitty.
Young Smitty is in. Smitty giving out gems, stepping up his content game.
Oh yeah, he out here killing it, bro.
Yeah.
Let's see. Quick question: can you content ID a loop?
Probably. Yeah, you probably could. Yeah.
I feel like it was like some weird stuff with people doing it.
Yeah. It kind of becomes a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just tell people it's not royalty free and put the licensing terms in there.
Prentice says, that's what I want to do. Do sessions all over the country. I ain't gonna front. Me being in sessions and traveling has been the most fun. When I think of like highlights of my life,
Yeah.
it's always revolved around I'm traveling and I'm doing sessions. You know what I'm saying?
You meet a lot of good people, a lot of new friends.
Right.
Man, yeah, some great studio people. Attitude's always great in the studio. Not attitude, having an attitude, but I'm talking about my man Attitude. Shout out to Attitude is higher. J Rock. It's just mad people like you develop friendships in the studio, man. Shout out to Jim Beans. Just a lot of people, man.
What was I talking to you about? How not necessarily the major. It's sometimes it's easier to work with like independent people with budgets rather than the major labels.
Yeah.
Bro, the most fun projects I've ever had been like someone was like, "Yo, I got this money. We just trying to get into music. Let's figure it out. Let's do these records."
Yes.
Them be the funnest, bro. Like I got this blog. It's on my computer now where I'm staying in this crazy house in Malibu. Like Andy Warhol pictures there. Bro, the dude that created Madden, one of the creators of Madden's house, he was friends with the dude and let us just stay there.
That's great.
To work on music and it was just amazing, bro. I had a good time, man. I was supposed to be out there for 2 weeks and ended up being there for months and months, and
That's
just
dope.
just live life, bro. Made beats all day and just I ain't had to worry
That's
about
super
food,
dope,
bro. I
man.
ain't paid for food for that time. I had a per diem.
That's the key.
Oh,
Because you will spend money
Oh,
being
yeah.
on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Because in the time, it's cool because it's food budgets and stuff in
Yeah.
the studio. But if you're just going to sessions, it's a lot of time you spend when you're not in the studio.
yeah.
And if it's hip hop, it's most of the day, from the morning until night, and you're in that city and you're eating out all the time.
Especially if you work with rappers. Rappers will show the studio 4 hours late and mad drunk.
And do nothing.
and fall asleep.
And you know a road vet. I became a road vet because I would get to a city and immediately find a grocery store,
Oh yeah.
and I would go grocery shopping instead of like just ordering out and eating out. Like, nah, I did this shit way too much. Man, what's the nearest grocery store? I'm gonna go get right.
Wenzo says, Trizza, any more live events this year?
Wenzo with the alley-oop.
4-3.
Yeah, we got a live event. We're locking in the date right now, but it will be coming up fairly soon. Not too soon, but just soon enough. But there will be a live event. Young Wenzo was at the last live event as well. We'd love to see you there again, as well as the rest of y'all. Beats Music, we want to see you in the place. Quintendo came out.
yeah.
Umami came out.
JDT was there.
JDT was there. Was Smoking Aces there? I feel like Smoking Aces was
I
at
feel like
something.
it was. Umami.
Yeah. There was a lot of people there.
Bro, I feel like I'm forgetting so many
Jay
people.
Black, Trizzy Track.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. DJ MacGyver was there.
B. Cox.
B. Cox was there. Yeah.
We had A&Rs there, DJ Demand.
Oh yeah.
A&R.
Shout out to DJ Man.
We had Trey Beats there giving feedback. That was the man, I love the feedback part. Because people got feedback from B. Cox. They got feedback from Trey Beats. AJ.
Both AJs actually.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, AJ the engineer and AJ the crazy producer. AJ the wild producer.
Yo, AJ is one of those guys. He's like a legend. Like when you meet him, it's like good luck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to AJ. Let's see. As I'm starting out doing loop kits, is it best to go with master clearance terms or royalty free?
It really depends on your goals and objectives. If you're really heavily focused on trying to secure a placement, you know, there's nothing wrong with going with master clearance. And a lot of people have been asking me that question, and people are like, should I do master clearance or should I do royalty free? How will they don't ask this, but I could kind of guess. They want to know how it's going to affect the sales and how it's going to affect things moving. In my experience, having both royalty free kits and non royalty free kits, I do not see a difference in the sales. Like, they both really move. And another thing, I think people that will buy kits that are not royalty free and that are willing to be like, yeah, if I get a placement, cool, we can work out the splits. Those people are usually a little more serious or maybe a little more vetted, because people that are fearful a ton of splitting some money, it's just like collabing. And when you get a loop kit from somebody, especially if it's good, that's time, energy, and effort that musicians, producers, and sound designers have put in. And it furthers the community. I mean, it keeps money in the pockets of all the community. Everybody's family is eating. It keeps that person's business afloat. So I don't think we should have this stigma about fairly splitting money for a dope ass loop, especially because a lot of people will take a loop and just put some drums to it. You should not feel bad about splitting it, because technically the other person did 50%, 30%, 60% of the work. And I think you can develop a detrimental mindset if you are just constantly trying to avoid that. Now, I do understand why you would want to avoid that, but I think as you grow, you kind of become a bigger person. You got to get used to paying people anyway. If you want to be this big producer that you say you want to be, and all of us do, yeah, you're going to have to get used to paying people. Like, that's just a part of the job. And it may be the first time you get to do split sheets. You know what I mean? It's kind of good practice for some stuff.
And to me, collabing is the best way, bro. Like, it's certain people that Oracle can reach that I can't reach, right?
Likewise.
So if I collab with him, I'm using his network too. When I collab with Diego, his managers are also helping in this process. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I picked up a manager, you know what I'm saying, by default, because this is my homie. So if he's working on something and I'm working on something, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We all team up together. So to me, collabing is like the best thing that you can kind of do, even with the sound designers. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're extending your reach way further than you could by yourself.
Right. And I want to go on record as being a spokesman or a proponent for sound designers. It's time to start throwing sound designers a little bit of a little bit more credit.
It's our money, we need it now. You about to call JD Wentworth.
Hey, son, JD on now, baby.
It's weird because then a lot of the people who complain about the master clearance be the same people who like, how do I clear a sample?
Yeah, and don't usually have like any work, and it's not a knock, but you don't have like any prospects yet of getting a record out or just anything going for you to be like, hey man, like I don't want to have to worry about doing this. Like, listen, that fire loop could get you the placement. You wouldn't get the placement without the loop. You know what I'm saying? So you could sit there and be like, nah, I don't want to do that. And you could be cheating yourself out of a placement, to be completely honest with you.
Super true. Let's see. Should a good producer seek management, or how can we start these friendships to get these placements?
The second part of that is probably the better, meatier part of that statement to go for.
Because, I was going to say good is subjective. It's very subjective. So if you might think you're good, but if nobody else thinks you're good, then it kind of doesn't matter.
True.
And I mean, when you talking about management, right? They make money when you make money. So if you don't have anything going on, it's not going to be in their best interest for them to stop what they're doing to pick you up unless you got a whole lot of talent. They can just see the play. But for the
Right.
most part, unless it's like Shark Tank, the people who get deals are the people who already have sales. They already know their numbers. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if I'm a producer looking for a manager, I want to have sales.
You want to have something going
I
on.
want to have something going on to manage. Because if not, then I just want somebody to give me to make plays for me, which it's not bad, but I just feel like it's unrealistic to have like, yo, handle my business.
Well, you want to be an attractive client.
Exactly.
An attractive client got something going on already. You know what I mean? But if you out there like, yo, I just started, blah blah blah, I want you to manage me. And a lot of people go for managers that are like
Huge.
up there. And it's like you gotta have something going on for that person. But otherwise, to that person, you're wasting their time.
Because it's funny, because a lot of those big managers, it's like, would you rather have a manager that works for a big company, right? But you can't get them on the phone, you're not a priority, and basically they're just waiting on you to do something and then they'll do something, right? So that's the situation, but you got access to all of this stuff if you do pull that off. Or you can get somebody that's a smaller manager who you could probably talk to every day, y'all could brainstorm, strategize, and get something done. I mean, there's no difference between a smaller manager and a big manager besides the connections.
That's true.
It's not, you know what I'm saying? So to me, I would pick a smaller person that's down for me, that's gonna fight, rather than a bigger manager that I'm just on the roster. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Let's see. Anybody saw the Travis Scott documentary?
I did not, but I'm pretty sure
Oh, yeah.
it's fine. He got a hell of a story.
Oh yeah, yeah. He
How
got
did
a
it come up?
crazy story. I wonder, does he talk about his Atlanta time?
I
Because
hope
he was
so.
on Grand Hustle.
That's why he was on.
He was
Grand
on Grand
Hustle.
Hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he signed, I feel like, Good Music as a producer, and then
Yeah.
took off.
Hey man, that I ain't gotta tell you, Travis Scott is talented. Like,
Straight up.
oh, real quick, I found something interesting this week. I did a post on Monday, and the post was a question.
How am I in the camera? Am I a ghost?
Oh no!
That's weird.
I don't know.
I just had to.
I see here.
Yeah, that was weird. On mine, I just disappeared. On my phone, I just disappeared out of the camera.
Yikes.
That's not scary at all.
All right. Anyway, I did a post on Monday, and it was a question. Oh, kind of a hypothetical situation. It said, the situation was you're trapped in a room for 30 days. You have zero money. You have access to the internet, and you need to make $5,000 in 30 days, or you will die. What do you do? I thought it was a really good situation scenario. It was a lot of creative answers. It was a lot of good answers. But the most interesting answer that I saw a couple of times over was a lot of people were like, I'm going to go hard. I'm going to make beats and sell beats. And
Oh, no, baby.
it led me to
Oh, no, baby.
question, obviously. I'm like, wait,
Are you doing this now?
isn't that what you do now? So, the only two things. Either you're a producer and you're not doing that now, which is baffling, or you're saying I do it now, but I don't do it to a level where I put a lot of effort and I really care enough, like my life depended on it. And that is a huge, huge problem. If you could be put in that situation and you all of a sudden had to make this $5,000, you're like, all right, let me get on my shit. What's keeping you from getting on your shit right now? Are you saying that you only care about your future and the outcome of your music career if someone threatens to kill you? Is that what it takes to motivate you to do at the highest level what you say that you're doing every day already anyway? I just found that to be really, really interesting. So for people that had that answer, I'm like, hey, good news is no one's trying to kill you. Other good news is you can take that same effort, that same matter of that same sense of urgency, and just apply it to what you're already doing. You already have the tools. You have the room that you could actually leave. Maybe that's the problem. You might have a little bit of money. You definitely don't have $0, and you could strive to make that $5,000 right now without having to hire somebody to come put a gun to your head for 30 days. So just think
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
crazy.
Like that was eye opening to me, honestly.
Yeah, that's. I never thought about. I mean, when you say it like that, I'm like, damn, that does make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. If I thought about it. I mean, I know what I would do if I had 30 days to do this. I mean, it's pretty much what we've been working on for years of of doing. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I just think it's weird that some people be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna do this," and it's like, haven't done? It's like when people talk about money, it's like how you approach $1,000 is the same way you're gonna approach $1,000,000. If you can't handle $1,000, you can't handle $1,000,000. You really gonna mess up the $1,000,000. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just like if you're not making that money off selling beats, what makes you think in that situation that you're gonna just turn it on and it's gonna work?
Point. Yeah. I mean, that's a good point. I just found that to be really interesting.
Let's see. Time travel trips out here doing too much. Got live flickering, bruh. Feel like I finally saw Endgame, so I feel like when they time traveled, you know what I mean. So I get it now. I get it now. You know what I mean.
He might even flying Back to the Future out this joint.
Yes. Let's see. Yo, Strum Pack is nice. I will enjoy it. Thank you guys for the dopest sound packs.
Hey, thank you. If you haven't already, hit soundoracle.net, man. Check out Strumulate. Super dope guitar pack. Me and Realistic. And Pineapple Slaps.
Hey.
And Simba Does Music.
She need to get a tag. Pineapple Slaps.
Yeah. I made a loop. She did a loop on there, and I named all the loops, and I named one Pineapple Slaps, and I was just like,
All right.
that's your AKA right there, Pineapple Slaps.
Let's see. I put on my first kit with drums and loops to test the water. Then I made a smaller free version of the pack to give out the taste. First, they got 3 people that want to collab in Russia.
Dope.
Okay, that's fire.
International
waters. So Sound Oracle and Trezor, what are your thoughts on working with A&Rs that want to be famous themselves?
That's a bit toxic, I think. I've never worked with an A&R like that at all. I think that's a toxic situation to be in, because what will they do at your detriment to become like, if there's an opportunity or something that they could do for you, but they don't get their desire to be famous fulfilled through that, will they keep you from benefiting from that situation? If that's the case, then that's a terrible A&R.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's very true. And I will say, it's the music industry. You're gonna run into these kind of people.
Well, everybody wants to be famous now, bro.
Yeah, a lot of these managers, A&Rs. I mean, some of the people are people who worked in one field and it didn't work out, and they end up in another. Some people wanted to do this and then start realizing they could. You know, it's a lot of different situations. But your job is to set yourself up for success, and you gotta play the game, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Is what I'm saying. You can't get too caught up in what they're doing. You just gotta do what you need to do, and then just be prepared to adjust accordingly.
That's a fact. And if you one of them nasty A&Rs out there, stop that shit. Or become a rapper or a singer or a producer or something. Don't take a behind the scenes job and then try to jump out in front of the person that you're trying to represent. Hey, if you don't want the
Kind of Death Row.
The A&R all in the videos.
Who is it that owns Death Row now? Did you see that?
Hasbro.
That is so crazy.
Hasbro. Tupac Potato Head out here. What are they doing?
Give me some Play-Doh and a little Tupac, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been following that story at all. I keep seeing the headlines, and I actually saw a story that had the perfect headline: why Hasbro is trying to buy Death Row. But I didn't have the time to read it.
I didn't either.
And I kind of realized, for some reason, I'm not caring that much yet.
It's not like...
It could be important, because it could be setting precedent for other things that are to come. But I don't care that much. I don't know why.
All right, so they about to kick us off real quick. So we coming right back for the second part.
That's a fact. And I actually got topics, too.
Ooh. So if you haven't, Labor Day sale, up to 50% off, depending on how quick you are in these promo codes, if they have ran out or not. But if that 50% runs out, you got the 35. If that runs out, you got another one for the 25. So hurry up.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? The quicker you are, the better the discount.
There it is. Soundoracle.net, man. Pick up Strumulate, Super Fire Guitar Pack, me, Realistic Production, Simba Does Music, Pineapple Slaps. We all killing it. Charangos. What is a charango?
Sounds
Get the
delicious.
pack. And here,
Does it come with extra cinnamon?
it does. It does. It comes with the dipping sauce, too.
Dodge Charango. Bro, it does. It keeps doing the thing where it doesn't save it.
What is that about? I don't know. Well, we got YouTube.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Have you updated your app recently?
No. I don't even use that iPhone, so.
Maybe I should do that real quick. YouTube. Hold on. Somebody said something. I'm about to. Damn, wrong thing.
YouTube.
Dang, kid, they don't want us to be great, bro.
Nah, they don't. They don't want people to watch the replay on Saturday mornings like cartoons.
Yeah.
Well, let me see what young Jenny, the world's firest assistant, is talking about.
Tell her to talk to my assistant. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I get. Here we go. Don't be fooled by the rock. There we go.
Okay, period. Thank you, period.
It's funny, bro. I was on my dishwasher was messing up, so I was on the phone with Best Buy, and it was like, we beat any prices, period. But it sounded like a City Girls record. You know how she'd be like, some, period, and it's that pause.
You know they did that on purpose.
Yeah, I was waiting for the beat to drop back in. I was like, oh, snap.
Jenny is working today.
Oh, snap.
I'm like, why are you still working?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait.
What time is it? Yeah.
It's almost 5:30 in the morning. I don't know.
5 o'clock in the morning. Where you gonna be?
I'm working for Oracle.
You better get your hours together.
Shout out to Nonchalant, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah. DC.
Really?
Yeah, she's from DC. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Anyway, welcome to the second half of UnQuantized Podcast, the #1 podcast for producers on the internet. In case you haven't heard, at theproducerkit.com, Young Trizza has a fire Labor Day sale going on.
Yeah.
And you have to be fast to get your discount codes. Could you explain what's going on for the people?
Up to 50% off. It's a certain amount of 50% off codes. So you can use those to get 50% off any sound pack on the site. And then if those run out, it's 35%. Those run out, it's 25%. So the bigger the discount, the quicker you are. So move fast. Get all the sounds you need for the Lowski.
Super fire. Also want to tell you about the new kit I put out. But before I do that, I have to mention Paris, France. I'll be in Paris, France, October 11th through the 14th. I'll be giving a fire workshop. I'll be giving 2 fire workshops this year. I gave one last year, 3-hour workshop where I went over production, sound design, all that good stuff. And I brought my push. I brought my laptop. I showed people my files, how I do stuff, man. So if you happen to be in the neighborhood of Abbey Road's studios in Paris, France, man, come check me out. The Music Producer Convention, man. The workshop is guaranteed to be fire again this year. And also, soundoracle.net. If you haven't checked it out, go pick up Strumulate.
Hey.
Super fire guitar pack. Guitars, ukuleles, charangos.
Dodge Durango.
1.12 gigabytes of loops and MIDI chord progressions. If you get the deluxe version, hit soundoracle.net, man. Check out the demo. It's super fire. All right, now on with the show. International Oracle. Dub, too cool. I hear you, fam.
Or we getting them air miles.
Man, listen, I love France, bro. I told you I went that one time last year. No, it wasn't even last year. No, it was last year. I went that one time last year. I was like, oh yeah, I'm coming back every year. I miss A3C, but
that's the same time.
yeah, I'll be in France. And I know Neo was in here last week. Neo was there. It was me, Neo, and Nephew. We got to run that session back. We had the most fire session in the middle of the night at Abbey Road Studios. It was,
that's fire.
Bruh, 3 o'clock in the morning, we had the whole Abbey Road Studios to ourselves. Anything that we wanted to use in there, they're like, yo, we go to a room, get it for you. Oh, man, it was super fire.
Let's see. Oh, we got Young Chambers over here at Young Chambers. we need a report, man.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on in the world, Young Chambers?
Yeah, we need the report, man.
You know, you our guy for that.
Chambers is gonna keep us in touch with what's going on the type beat front on the internet.
Yes.
He's our reporter. He's in the field. You know what I mean, holding us down.
Facts. Prentice said, loving the new pack. Thank you, family.
Hey.
Appreciate it.
Let's see. People complain about stolen beats and royalty free, but the same folks use stolen images and videos for beats posted on IG.
Yo.
That's very true. And you know what? with pictures, I gotta get better at that. Cause today it was something that I needed, and I straight up, I was just like, oh, copy, copy, copy. But then I realized, like, dang, you can't do that.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out another way of going around it.
I mean, you're pretty good at the graphics types.
Yeah, it just with you don't think about it with pictures, and I wonder is it the same way with music? Like people that don't do music don't think of it like that. Like
No,
I'm sure
no.
photographers look at it like, yo, you stealing my shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure, it is just like somebody stealing your beat there.
Let's see. With y'all guitarists, did you use a slot of analog pedal effects? I'm a guitarist. I was pissed when I bought a guitar rig. When I bought guitar rig, shaking my head. It's amazing.
Oh yeah. Also, if you're on the email list, you got the email today, and also it's on the product page of all the equipment that was used. And Realistic can tell you better than I can. But if you look at the video, even the video I posted today, you'll see all the analog gear, the preamps, all that. Like
that's
it's
fire.
oh no, it's super top notch. It's not. It ain't no. It ain't no bullshit pack, man. I ain't gonna lie, Slim. This genre is fire. It's
a
super
whole
fire.
heap of
Yeah.
a whole heap of guitar.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Heap. Yes. Yes, indeed. HEEP.
Yeah, somebody got it. What's poppin', man?
What up, family?
Beast Music, he asked where we're gonna be in LA for this next one. So I think the next event is gonna be in Atlanta, just so it's the easiest to set up.
Yeah.
We also,
Yeah.
well, me and Oracle aren't doing it, but the homies are doing an event in Miami. That's coming up also.
Definitely.
So we'll keep you posted about that.
Man, squad is out here.
Yeah, we out here kind of deep. So we got Atlanta, we got Miami. I might pull up to Miami since it's a quick flight.
Yeah.
I might go to that. I think it's the same time you're gonna be out of town.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, depending on the date. Oh, remember last year? You were in LA last year.
Oh,
I was in
yeah.
France. And we tried to do the podcast remotely. That was, I hear Triz. It's like it was like 2 a.m. for me or you.
It was mad random.
Oh yeah,
I was at Busy's joint.
Right
Yeah.
in LA. So I think it was 4 that time, but it was like whatever France time for where I was.
It was wild. So
Yeah.
we can pull that off.
No, we couldn't. I doubt if we could pull it off this year too.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Might have to pre-record one.
Yeah. Hey, now. Look at the brains on Young Trends.
And shout out to the people trying to help for the podcast, man. I've gotten a lot of requests of people like really trying to help, and
Yeah.
I got to answer like 4 people back, bro. I got another one today. It was somebody like, yo, I'm with it.
Me too. Yeah. A lot of people trying to help. A lot of people want to intern, and it's
dope.
amazing. Yeah, we gotta respond back. Also, if you're one of those people that are out there and you want to help and you want to intern, we are more than willing. We are super duper grateful. But just know, pretty much none of it involves making beats. You won't have to touch your equipment for 99% of the stuff that we need.
It's all gonna be business, marketing, and
It's mostly marketing, research, typing, writing.
the other stuff of production.
The stuff that really matters,
Yeah.
actually. Music business is 10% music, 90% business. So
Super facts.
yeah, we definitely we don't need a lot of help right now making music or making musical things. It's the business that supports those things and get them out there so people like you know about them. That's what we really need to help with. So man, if you got a pen game, if you can write some emails, if you know how to research and look up stuff, man, stuff like that.
Man, say the pen game.
Come to death
again.
row.
If you say that pen game again,
Bruh,
bruh.
yo, I had to write emails this morning. I know you had to write a lot of
Oh,
emails
bruh.
recently. I was like, wow, I wish somebody could write these emails so I could go ahead and do the other stuff that I need to do, like figure out that whole Shopify ordeal.
Oh, bro. I've written 16 emails in the past 2 days,
Yeah,
and I still got more to go.
man. Oh, so check out Young Realistic right here.
Okay.
He's telling you, he is telling you the gear that was used to make Stremulate. Oh man, look at that. Oh, that's fire, bro. That's fire. So, yeah, check it out, man. It's analog gear, all of that.
Facts.
No stone went unturned. No corner was cut. This was a major, major production. To some people, it's a couple of loops, but a lot went into these loops, from the talent to the gear to the recording and the mixing just how it was put together. A lot went into this pack, man. Get yours today.
Let's see. Oh, Dub Too Cool said he was coming to Atlanta to work with Nard&B. Shout out to Nard&B.
Oh yeah,
They
for
fire,
sure.
bro. Nard&B.
Facts.
Yeah, they fire, bro.
Facts.
That's a good little look. Pin and Juice.
Oh, Fingerprints Productions in here, man. That's my man that when I went to Popeyes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
You told me.
Yeah, Fingerprints Productions. What up, brother?
Let's see. Amir, was it me or Sound? Was it SoundRocal.net or the producer kid? Either way, I put it in there. Young Shazat.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Oh, man, he just dropped the instrumental album today. Hey, man, shout out to you. That 42 tracks. Shout out to you, bro.
Smoking Ace says, hey, I can help however. I could DM you all that. Yeah, please.
Please.
Please. Being at Abbey Road is a tempting trip. That is a fire. That's a flex, bro.
Yo. Yes.
Did you see that Drake tattoo?
Nah.
Drake has a tattoo of the Beatles where they're doing the walk on Abbey Road, but it's him in front because he got more slaps than the Beatles. I ain't gonna front. That was kind of hard.
Whoa.
I wouldn't have done that tattoo, but it's kind of like, I mean, if you breaking records like that,
I got more slaps than the Beatles.
yeah, that's kind of.
Damn, that's a flex.
Yeah.
That's almost as much of a flex as that Michael Jackson video I posted the other day.
Two of those. Is it that one?
Yes. In case you haven't seen it, I posted a video, like a meme or something. It's Michael Jackson shopping at his favorite store in Las Vegas, and man, you ain't seen him flex until you see this video. Wow, that's all I'm gonna say.
Hotman said, how does an instrumental album using twisted guitars and strumulate sound? I like it.
Hotman got a yo.
Yeah,
he got a thing. He's claiming his
He's on
space in his niche
He's on it.
of making whole projects with one or two sample packs.
It's pretty fire. And
That's a dope idea, man.
And I feel like if you're gonna like be doing that, that's like really good practice because I feel like it makes you like figure stuff out.
Yeah, you're like, I have to use these
It's
things as my main thing. It's like when you go to like not a beat battle, but like a sample flip contest. It's kind of like a really big exaggerated sample flip contest.
That's very true.
Shout out to you, man, for finding a niche and sticking with it and making that shit your own, man. You killing it.
Quintino said y'all really listen to the Beatles.
The Beatles were a bit overrated in my opinion.
And
I'm not gonna bullshit.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing, but I didn't want to get slandered for saying.
Man,
they got a couple. They got a couple joints where I'm like, all right, I could rock with.
They do a lot. From what I hear and have seen, has to do with the supporting cast, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to all the people around them.
Do you think it will ever be a time where people will be like, where that fame is like where people are passing out, like that Michael Jackson famous? Do you think that's ever gonna happen again?
Not really. It kind of happens on a small level, like Chris Brown get a little bit of that, but like not on an MJ type level.
Yeah, like even with B2K, I remember like being a kid, B2K would come to the town and they would have to shut down the mall and people would chase people around.
Well, it's too many people now.
That and then I think the internet gives you so much access. It's not that exclusivity anymore. Like back in the day, it used to be like the only way you're gonna see Michael Jackson, bro, is on TV. So if you saw him in real life, you're gonna pass the hell out. Or the Beatles, that's how they were.
And you also, to even get to that level where people knew you to pass out, you would have to be like famous. Like the internet makes people like micro famous.
Yeah.
So you'll have a lot of fans, and there's so many of these micro famous people that it's hardly any super famous people. Like you got your Beyonce's and stuff like that, but it's not a lot of those. Whereas back in the day, it was only that.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, if you was killing it in your town, nobody's passing out for you.
Yeah, like man, get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Hold on, man. I actually had topics. If we don't have any questions, I got topics. Power theme. Boom. We went over that. Hold up.
The jazz remix.
The who remix?
The jazz. That's what the Power remix.
Oh yeah. They say this is a big jazz town. Oh, shout out to Meek being free.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Meek Mill, in case you haven't heard, off probation.
Or
Awesome. Shout out to him. OG Parker, we covered that.
Parker.
Oh, so I posted something yesterday. Punch from TDE made a tweet saying, and I'm paraphrasing, that There needs to be a shift or change in subject matter in hip hop. Real quick, before I get into my rant, and I'm pretty sure Trezor got something to say about this. What do you all think about the subject matter in hip hop? Do you think there needs to be a change, a change of subject matter? He said, it's literally like car girls watch money, car girls watch money, something like that. So, what do y'all think? Do you think like the subject matter in rap and hip hop needs to be changed? Let us know. I think we could, yeah, we could let people type for a hot second.
Because I have a question, but I'll wait till
Okay.
people.
And I actually have a whole viewpoint on this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have a decent viewpoint. And also, if you don't want to type anything, if you think subject matter in rap needs to be changed, you can just spam the hearts,
Yeah,
and that'll let us know how many people feel like it needs to be changed.
If they don't like it, don't listen to it.
Mm.
Not mad at it. Not mad at it.
Mm.
Tons of great music right now. Gotta learn how to create your own playlist. Super facts.
Mm.
Early 2000s hip hop and R&B.
Oh yeah, we getting a lot of opinions.
His ass needs to change it. Then too many people complain and not enough action.
And we got no hearts, by the way, of so far.
Yeah, that's very true.
If you think subject matter needs to be changed or be more diverse in hip hop, spam those hearts. If not, don't spam the hearts. And we've gotten 0 hearts. That is surprising.
It's a lane for everything now. I agree. Today's music doesn't make you think; it makes you dance. But see, this is where I'm confused.
Oh wait, we got hearts.
Okay, some parts here.
We got some hearts. People think it needs to be more diverse, and I guess we can go into our. Let's give it about 30 more seconds, and then we go into our respective rants. Because I haven't talked to Trezor about this, so I'm interested to see what he has to say, and I don't know who's interested to see what I have to say, but I definitely have something to say. I feel like the South back at that Source Award. South got something to say.
You ain't got love for the South. Oh, shout out to my homeboy, man. He gave me a picture of Andre. Did you see my Andre 3000?
Oh, that was fire. Yeah.
My homeboy, one of my best friends I grew up with, he's like a painter. He doesn't paint art for nobody, like that kind of stuff. He does like more graphic stuff. He gave me this fire Andre 3000 painting, bro.
That shit was hard.
It's fire, bro.
That shit's super hard. And we got a lot of hearts that people think
yeah.
things need to be changed. All right, so let's read like a few more comments of what people are saying, and then we can get into our rants.
It's artists out here that make you think. You just gotta find them. The other stuff is just to get more attention. But in general, there's plenty more styles out there. Simba Gada says, I think there's a lot of subject matter out, but the stuff you hear in the club is always going to be the same. So, okay, Apprentice says, he's not lying, especially if you don't really have stuff you're talking about. Inspiration versus cloud chasing. So, okay, my question is, has it ever been a time in hip-hop where they didn't talk about women, cars, and...
There was always a section of that, but there was a time where there was more diversity on a mainstream level.
Like the MC Lights and the Queen Latifah, when they talk about...
UnITY was on the radio.
Okay, that is it.
It was stuff that said stuff on the radio. It was like the mainstream stuff.
Someone says, do you think you are Tupac? They failed me! No, it's not. The jig is up.
I'm like, damn, dog.
Oh, my enemies.
Peace be with you, bro.
Dang, son, they figured I was Tupac.
Nah, that was Jussie that did that. So hopefully you don't have to go through that.
Oh, my bad. I ain't mean to shake up the chair like that. I had to.
We got tons of chairs in here, bro.
I had to get the acting on. I think with the internet, bro, it's literally any kind of music that you want, bro. Like, country trap is like the #1 thing in the billboards right now.
Weirdly, yes.
So if you could tell me country trap could be the #1 song in the world, I feel like, yeah, if you can't find anything that's for you. Now, is it promoted to the mainstream? No. Radio, I don't think is ever going to promote stuff like that again. Because radio is a business. They're trying to make money.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Radio is only going to play the songs that you want to hear in the clubs and the people that's paying them. So I don't think, if we're looking for radio and BT and all that to curate stuff, then I think, oh no, we need to switch it up because we're never going to get that. But using the internet and all the stuff we got, you can hear whatever you want. Like Corday, YBM Corday, he's really very lyrical.
Yep.
New cat, young kid. You know what I'm saying?
He's one of the people that bridges the gap really well.
Beats are great and great content. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and to me, he's kind of on the forefront now. He's like one of those people that they're lifting up to show like, all right, he's dope. So it's out there. It's just not showcased as much. But it's always been the turn up stuff. You know, it's like you had Soulja Boy, you had Vanilla Ice. You've always had these turn up, superficial kind of raps.
Right.
It just, I think they realize it makes more money. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And is that the label's fault or is that our fault?
I put that solely on the, not solely, but heavily on the consumer.
Yeah, that's what my thoughts is. It's like, they're only giving you what you want. So if they keep giving us this stuff, it's because we keep asking for it.
That's a fact. Somebody's buying it. Somebody's listening to it, rather. My feeling is hip hop, because we speaking about hip hop. This is the hip hop generation.
Hip hop.
Facts. Hip hop is like, it's like a buffet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of like you're standing at the dessert portion of the buffet complaining about there are no healthy items there. And there's a salad section right next to you. Meaning that rant or that statement can only be focused on mainstream hip hop. Mainstream hip hop is always actually run by the youth. Whatever the young culture is, 13 to I say 25, that's going to dictate what mainstream hip hop is. And that's why that's what you hear on the radio. And it's no different than back in the day, Curtis blowing, I got a color TV so I can watch the Knicks play basketball. You know, just bragging about having a color TV that you really didn't have. That's kind of what the fun side and the young side of hip hop does. But like a lot of people were saying here, and the way I feel, there is so much diversity out there, but you have to go and tune into your own channel. Like people saying, make your own playlist. But if you jump on Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, SoundCloud, there is a ton of artists that are talking about the subject matter that you want to hear about. Right. I mean, it internationally, locally, you're going to find it all. It's all there. So the subject matter that he was saying is not out there is actually there, but it's not there in mainstream. And also consider the source of who's saying it. They are in a great position, I feel. They have a label that is very diverse, very lyrical, but also mainstream. You know what I mean? So they're kind of in the mainstream conversation. So when you consider the mainstream portion of their label, then they're in the company of limited subject matter, where they have the most subject matter on mainstream hip hop. But in general, the whole gambit of subject matter is covered from beginning to end in hip hop, and I'm really happy about that. I'm really proud about that. Like, the shit is out there, but it's not gonna come on the radio. It's not gonna be on your VMAs, which we didn't talk about. It's not going to be in the VMAs or anything like that. And would I like to see more of that on those types of platforms? Of course I would. Yeah, sure. Because I kind of crave a little bit of stuff other than a turn up from my hip hop. But I do know that there's no shortage of it for me if I need it. It's not like I got to search high and low for it. It's out there for everybody. So I would say just don't be in the dessert section complaining about unhealthy options. Just move on to the salad bar and you will eat until your heart's content.
It's funny too because I was talking to Cliff the other day. Shout out to the homie Cliff. Cliff is like, I call him like the tech guru. You know what I'm saying? He's like who I call if I have tech issues.
Shout out to Cliff, man.
Yeah, he's like super geek squad. You know what I mean? Like he know all the stuff. And he was talking about, he's around like he got teenage kids. You know what I'm saying? So he's like talking about how like cable and like radio, they don't understand anything about it. Their radio is TikTok and YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So for them, that stuff doesn't matter. So when we talk about like mainstream hip hop and all this stuff, it's like, does radio even matter? Do we even really care about radio?
When's the last time you like listened to the radio, bro?
So that's why it's like it gets weird because I feel like it's in this weird transition phase of the stuff that we knew is going out the window, and now this new stuff is coming in, and it's kind of the new stuff is ran by kids, and then the old stuff is trying to target kids.
Yeah.
So it's this cat and mouse game of the older stuff is trying to figure it out to get to this crowd, and then this crowd doesn't care anything about them.
So, but the older crowd, and I hate to call it that, but I mean, I guess that's what it is. The older crowd, it should be enough people in that crowd by now to not really have to. I don't want to use the word pander, but to try to reach down to the younger audience if you don't have to. Like, you have enough fans.
And I think it works because think about it, in Atlanta, right? We have these radio stations that only play old hip hop, right? First it was one, right?
Yeah.
Now it's three.
Oh yeah.
And they're all right there beside each other. So I don't know why we need three hip hop stations to play nothing but like 2000s hip hop,
Yeah.
but it's a need for it. So they keep popping up.
Yeah.
So the same way people supported that, if they support the other stuff, like I just feel like that the generation that supports older hip hop isn't onto streaming like that. So it's a disconnect. And then where the kids is really on the streaming, they don't really mess with the radio like that. So it's like a whole little disconnect of people need to figure out what they on. And
That's true. But it's enough, man. It's enough what I like to call mature hip hop out there for I say us mature people. I like turn up shit. I like the younger shit. Like the Corday shit is fire. I like a lot of the younger shit, but I like mature hip hop too. Like Little Brother just put out an album. Incredible album. Shout out to Folks 3 Dot. Shout out to Knots. Even some of our veteran producers on it. We got veteran producers now. So if you don't want to hear trap beats, you got Focus, you got Knots, you got a whole bunch of other people. Rhapsody album. Speaking of TDE, Rhapsody album, fire, super fire. It's a lot out there, man. If you really want to look for it, but I don't think that the subject matter of mainstream hip hop needs to change. I just think where we go to consume our hip hop, if we don't want to hear that, just needs to change. It's easier to change your actions than to try to change the industry.
That's very good. This is, and I don't agree 100%, but I do agree in a way. He says the older crowd is stuck in nostalgia. They won't accept anything new because they've been out of touch forever.
Not true.
I don't want to say it's 100%, but I have met people, especially when it comes to music, like these new kids, they be like, I don't like it. Just because it's not the same boom bap kind of, so they just don't give it a chance. Even though it could be like a Kendrick or a Corday, something that if they gave it a chance, it could be dope. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, some people are just it's not traditionally, but they just stuck in that time.
Yeah.
Like you ever seen a old dude wearing a members only
Oh
jacket? Yeah, just kind of just stuck in your time. You're gonna have those people.
It's a weird time too because I saw a clip today of DMX rapping, right? And the beat sounded like an old DMX beat, and DMX was rapping just like he was, and it wasn't bad. I just wasn't like, yes about it. Right?
Was it new?
Yeah, it was just him in the booth rapping,
Gotcha.
right? But then I was thinking about it because if he would have rapped on a trap beat, we would have hated it, right?
Oh, right.
We would have tore him down. We would have been talking all the shit. But then at the same time, if he did the exact same thing he's been doing, we like, man, this sounds dated. So it's to me, it's like it's a slippery slope for artists of like doing something different, but still kind of keeping being who you are and being different at the same time. And I feel like a lot of artists are having this difficulty transitioning through this weird internet thing because I feel like nobody knows what's right in the internet. Everybody's just trying stuff and then
So many opinions.
Yeah.
And nothing to make anything like definitively this, that, or the third. I think a lot of stuff like one of the problems is it's under one umbrella of hip hop. So it's like, what should the subject matter of hip hop be when it's actually a divide in hip hop? Like for instance, so it could be dated. If we're just talking about hip hop and hip hop is driven by the youth, that can sound dated. But like if it was a separate genre, like bebop is a genre. It's an older genre, but you're not gonna have dated bebop.
Yeah, that's very true.
You feel me?
That is very true.
But if you blanket it under this whole this is hip hop, then yeah, like oh that's old hip hop, this is new hip hop.
That's very true. Huh.
You know? Just one of my viewpoints.
It ain't no old bebop.
Nah. Like that bebop sound old, son.
It's so weird because hip hop is so fickle. Because even when it comes to drums, it's certain drums that if you use now, it's considered old trap drums.
Oh yeah.
It's certain trap drums. To me, it's like you can't use them anymore because it's not the wave anymore.
That's a fact.
It's gone. So if you use that, you sound old school. Like
Yeah.
very. I mean, I guess
Can't use the Pyrex snare anymore.
Yeah, sorry, Oracle. The snare you invented gone. They have to
Yo,
retire.
I didn't invent that snare, but everybody keeps saying I did. So.
The first person I ever heard with that snare was Oracle. Outside of all the famous people, I heard you with it first.
Man, Polo said that. You said that. I don't know. I just be making drums.
I
I don't think I don't know.
I feel like when I got sounds from you, it's not the exact same, but it's one that's like
Oh yeah,
it's from that batch that you made probably, and it was dog. That was years ago before that game
Oh,
popped
bro,
off.
that had to be like 6 years ago,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
It's a long,
That was a long time ago.
And yeah, but anyway, so let's see what people are saying.
I think you just have to play to your audience. Rolling Stones make Rolling Stones music, not EDM. Why would you expect boom bap rappers to do trap records?
In the dessert section, complaining about unhealthy
That's right.
options.
They should just have featured artists that are trap. It'll make them come back better.
You sometimes that does work. Okay.
You know, I think it's weird, man. I feel like when it comes to the younger kids, they have to embrace the older rappers to learn from them so they don't make the mistakes.
Yeah.
And then these older rappers have to embrace these younger kids and kind of put them on.
Well, at least not hate on them.
Yeah, but it's especially I've seen it with like older artists. It's this whole all the oldest artists come from this thing of you're signed to me, so it's a belonging kind of thing, right?
I get it.
I've had one of my mentors. He was old school, right? So when he would talk to me, he'd be like, "That's my producer."
Oh yeah.
And it would bother me
I used
because
to hate that.
because I'm not signed to you, bro. We have a business relationship, but
Right.
I'm not your producer. But that's the way they think. So in a way, I feel like that messes up the older people to the young kids because they like, yo, we just trying to do our thing. We not trying to be claimed by anyone. So it makes this divide of.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a very good point.
I feel like it makes a divide, and I feel like the people who do well are the people who kind of play in between. Like J. Cole, he's very with the youth,
Yes.
but he's still doing his thing.
The ones that get bridged.
Mhm.
Whatever happened to? It's just not for me.
Oh yeah.
Why can't more people just be like, I see what it is, y'all love it, it's just not for me,
Right.
and then go your respective way instead of being like,
Mhm.
that shit sucks. You need to change
Right.
that. You need to stop.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure the person that you're criticizing isn't making music for you.
That's facts.
You know.
That's why the Bay is the way they are. They stick to their sound and win with it. That's facts.
That is, the bass sound has been the bass sound.
Bruh. And I love it, bro.
Why? Yeah. You know what? The Bay might have it figured out more than anybody else, bro.
I say Bay and Texas.
Yep.
To me, Texas they don't really stray from their sound either.
Nope.
It's the same. And Atlanta don't stray from their sound. But what made it messed up Atlanta is everybody else took the Atlanta sound.
Yeah, Atlanta sound is the mainstream sound
Yeah.
now, so that makes it the hip hop.
Mhm.
That's the mainstream hip hop that everybody's talking about. Is really just the Atlanta sound, which is trap.
Mhm.
And I guess what the older generation is saying is like, I don't like trap shit, and all trap music talks about one thing. It's not really the fault of the radio thing. It's just that most artists that come out now want to embrace that trap sound.
You know what I'm glad? I'm glad New York is figuring it out. Because I feel like New York had a run where they just sounded like bootleg Atlanta.
Yeah, it is.
They just tried to make trap beats like Atlanta beats with a different tempo.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But now I feel like they figured out how to make with the 808 and keep it that grimy New York thing.
Yeah.
But it's still like it's their
Exactly.
own thing. It's a different balance.
Also, New York has found its footing with the original New York type of sound too.
Oh, exactly.
I mean, you got like Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun, that whole Griselda crew,
The Dipset
Joey
joint.
Badass, yeah, goddamn, Jim Jones album was super fire. So New York got back to the New York sound, and the mainstream New York acts or the younger New York acts don't sound like bootleg Atlanta acts anymore. So I think that's dope. Shout out to New York for finding yourself again. That's New York and New Jersey. Y'all found yourself again, and that's awesome.
Word.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Here's
interesting.
your reminder.
Alexa, stop.
5
5 more
Yeah,
minutes.
cool. But yeah, I mean, it was very that's an interesting conversation though, because it is very weird. It's like I get it. We want the higher quality of music, and I do feel like back in the day, it was like only the pristine made it, right? So
Yeah.
you had to be so elite to get to this point. The good thing and the bad thing about the internet is anybody could get in, right?
Yeah.
And with anybody being able to get in, it changes the barrier, it changes the standard, right? So
Yeah.
now the standards change. We let everybody in. You gotta You know what I'm saying? Now
Yeah.
it's in the same way it's a million bad rappers. It's still thousands of really good rappers out here too.
That is true.
They will motherfucker kill all these other rappers. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
So it's just the way you look. But the internet makes it so noisy. It's hard to find people now. So it's like it's different problems. I don't feel like the music isn't there. I just feel like now it's like how do you block out so much other bull and how do you know about this stuff?
Yeah.
Because most good artists aren't good at marketing.
No. Oh no. Oh no. But and it's also art, man, and it's really hard to judge art. Like it's like a painter that she's like, yo, you don't know how to paint. Like that painting right there. You
Right.
can't pay me to believe I couldn't have made that.
Right.
But it's art.
Right.
So
That's very true.
yeah, it's very subjective.
But there are young people who are very dismissive of anything that doesn't sound like what they like, quickly using the term, oh, like they won't ever be that. That is very true. And I think that's why.
Well, that is also a good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
watch the names you choose if you're headed in that direction.
Yeah.
Also, older people, same thing, because you were that at one point to
Mhm.
your parents or whoever. That that ain't real music.
Mhm.
James Brown is real music. You know what I mean? So yeah, we should watch the finger pointing because one side was once that, and the other side will be that.
Yeah.
I think people just gotta be understanding and also be like, yo, it's not for me.
Did you see Little Uzi? He like tweeted a long time ago. He's like, anybody over 25 is old, and then he just turned 25 like a couple weeks ago. It's like, dang, like life come at you fast, bro.
Did he put out a tweet like, damn, I'm
Nah.
old?
Yeah, I think he just let that one just slide under the cracks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think if you ask somebody like, no, I'm not old, I feel like I'm getting better.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, that's a very mature thing that an old person would say.
So it's funny because look at people like Run DMC that used to diss old school rappers
Yep.
like Melly Mel. That is crazy. That
Yes.
sentence, reading that out loud, sounds crazy. That old school rappers like Run DMC
Yo,
used to diss older school rappers like Melly Mel.
in King of Rock, there's a line, Run DMC King of Rock, it's all brand new, never ever old school. That's in King of Rock. I think King of Rock came out in 1984, if I'm not mistaken.
And when you think of old school, Run DMC is like the stereotypical old look. The Kango, the Adidas.
Yes.
That is the stereotypical old
Old school.
rapper.
There's a line from Phife Dawg from Tribe Called Quest said, my style, what do you say? My style is old school, like the New School Review. There was a show called the New School Review that became an old show, and then Phife rapped about it being old, and now that song from Tribe is
Yeah.
old. Everyone is,
Yeah.
it's life. You're headed in that direction,
Yeah.
or you were in that direction. So it's really crazy.
I definitely feel like music is the youth game, right? The younger you are, I feel like it's easier to succeed, and I feel like the people who are older to succeed understand how to keep that young energy around them.
Yeah.
Look at Mike Dean. Mike Dean is
Oh.
always around Travis, always
What?
around the most popping people, right?
He's one of the best examples.
Pharrell always keeps young energy around him. He'd be around Tyler. I think you have to
Tim,
find.
same.
Tim.
Tim, same.
I feel like if you're smart in this industry, you gotta have that energy around you to kind of like, cause like Tim or Pharrell, they have the wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like Jay Black isn't that young, but Jay Black has that.
Oh,
He has that
him
energy.
and Trizzy got the super
They
young
got
energy.
that. They got that energy, bro. Of like, you just be around and you kind of catch a vibe. Like you know what it is.
I was talking to him about their energy and their chemistry.
Mhm.
I was talking to him about that today. Like, man, like I get tired watching y'all motherfuckers, but like the energy is so
yeah.
pure and good, and it's a very high energy, and it's awesome to see that.
So
But
it's
you gotta
like-
keep that around you.
So if you around that, it's like, man, all right, cool. I wanna.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get a little
Yeah. And in return, he gets some of the wisdom. So that's how it's supposed to work. But I just feel like it's this huge divide between these super young rappers and then these like older rappers, which to me that's what makes J. Cole and like all. Because J. Cole really like plays the fence. Like he's
He does.
older, he can talk to the J, and then
middle
he can go,
child.
yeah, and he can go talk to Young Thug, and then he can go talk to Cordae.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And be cool and flourish and all of those.
He
kind of
only got a
ways.
couple years of that though.
Oh yeah,
But he about to be up there.
yeah, that is true.
Yeah, buddy.
Dang, son.
Yeah, J. Cole's about to be up there,
Yeah,
bro.
that's very true.
Hey, youth does not last for long.
I feel like it's a gap when because I think of like Kendrick, J. Cole, like all of those guys are the same age, and then after that it's like the 20s. I don't know any of these guys is gonna be like the next who's gonna take over these spots.
That's a good point. Yeah, me either.
Like when Meek Mill, all the people that you think of that's like super on top, they're in their 30s.
Yeah,
All the 20-year-olds, I have no clue who they are.
me either.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
All right. Hey, man. So, you ready to want to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
So, you got a swanky sale going on, buddy?
I do, man. So the producer kit got a crazy sale going on, up to 50% depending on how quick you are. So the coupon codes expire. It's only a limited amount of 50% ones. That expires. You got 35%. That expires. You got 25%. Go to producerkit.com. You can get any of the joints like the new pack Subculture 3, which comes with bonuses. You can get Trap and Soul. You get Been Trapping 4, which I did with this man right here. You know what I mean? All at a discount.
That is a fact. Also, man, hit up soundoracle.net. New pack out. New guitar loop pack. Strumulate, the deluxe version. Over a gig of guitar loops, the dry version, the wet version, the dry with tails. Also comes with MIDI chord progressions. We got loops from guitars, loops from ukuleles, loops from triangles, analog equipment used, all types of pedals, pristinely mixed by Young Realistic.
Hey.
Pineapple Slaps is doing her thing on there.
You just
Young,
know that name.
yeah, I'm making that stick. Also, man, shout out to Seth, the actual guitar player on that. You can follow him on Instagram at Simba Does Music, CYMBA Does Music. He's an alien. You can follow Marlo at marlo.offfic. That's Pineapple Slaps. She's crazy. Follow Realistic Productions. You already know who he is, man. It's been a long time coming. I'm happy this thing finally came out. And also, since it's Labor Day, hit soundoracle.net. Pick up the favorites you missed. Moon Rocks, the J Black Kid, Been Trapping for us, Trisha mentioned before, and a host of others. Also, the rest of the 8 series. There's Articulate, Drumulate, I think is still around, and now Strumulate is out. So, hey man, check us out.
Sounds fun, man. Hey, and be on the lookout for that giveaway too.
Oh yeah,
Thursday. Got some big hitters in this one.
yeah.
This giveaway gonna get spicy because it's gonna be a lot of people to enter in it. So
Yeah, it's gonna be fire. No purchase necessary to enter. It's gonna be awesome, man. So
Peace
see
out.
y'all next week.
Okay, okay, it's not awkward. It's not awkward. It's not awkward at all.
It kinda is.
Okay, there we go. So the update worked.
Mm-hmm.
all right, YouTube. Peace out, homies. Oh, hold on. Before, dang, I forgot.
Oh, Young Chambers?
Dang, he did it. Okay, hold on.
What we got?
He said a Canadian man was recently held in an interrogation room by a type beat specialist. Type beat special force agent. Allegedly, he put reverb on a sub. As this is illegal, the man will serve 9 years in a type beat correction facility. That was Young Chambers.
That has to be his most fire.
I like that one.
Dope.
I might have to screenshot it. Hold on, let me screenshot that one.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire.
All right, guys.